I'm a feminist because I believe in the social, political, and economic equality of the sexes. Feminism is not a tool of condescension. It's a tool of empowerment, and I think that's where a lot of people have misconceptions. It encourages women to stand up for themselves, to be able to speak up and call people out when they're not being treated in a way that makes them comfortable. It fights sexism and misogynism that not only exists but has become very normalized in our society. Gender inequality definitely does exist in Singapore, and we know what it means and stuff, but I think sometimes we fail to internalize it. There are still issues that are very much prevalent in our society, such as gender pay gap, which frankly I don't see any logic in. Why should a woman get paid less than a man for the exact same job with the exact same qualifications? There's no logical explanation for that. But at the same time, I think there's a lot of little things that happen in our day-to-day life which are offensive and they do affect people, but we sometimes fail to see them as gender discrimination. For example, right off the top of my head, and this is something that has been said to me quite a lot, the fact that girls shouldn't be loud. Hello, where did that come from? Times have changed, we've progressed in so many different areas, so why not this one, the whole context has changed, so why do we still stick to those perspectives, what do you mean good girls shouldn't be loud? Hell, I'm gonna be loud and I'm gonna be proud about it. There are still instances in a lot of families whereby, girls are taught to aspire to marriage, but boys are not. It's small things oh, if you don't learn how to cook, you'll never find a husband, and things like that. But if you're telling the girl in the family, but you're not telling the boy, then that's not right. That's not logical, that's not fair. In the past, whenever I witnessed, a woman being treated differently because of her gender, I would feel really angry. But now, whenever I witness, somebody being treated differently because of their gender, I just want to go there and encourage that woman to stand up for herself, to speak up for herself. I'm a university student and we have meetings for literally everything. So we were in this one meeting with a bunch of people and everyone was giving their ideas. So I was in the middle of speaking when I got cut off by this one guy, and he called me a feminazi. Now that's a really derogatory term and it was extremely rude, so I actually called him out on it. I explained to him why it was disrespectful and why I wasn't okay with it. In the end, I got a half-assed apology. Feminism has come to a point whereby it's associated with anger and bitterness and sometimes even arrogance. Frankly speaking, there's this image, this misconception that people have that a feminist is an angry woman who hates all men and just wants to get rid of them. And I can tell you that is not true. Feminism isn't only about female empowerment. It's about treating both genders equally. It also acknowledges issues whereby men are not treated fairly. Think of it this way. So if a guy has one cake and a girl has half a cake, feminism doesn't mean that the girl wants to take half of your cake so that she has one and you're left with half. No, feminism means that she simply wants her own half, which is her basic right, so that she has one cake and you have one cake. And that's called gender equality, and that's precisely what feminism fights for. As a feminist, I feel like the number one action to take to, fight these issues is to speak up. It could not get any simpler than that, You basically just need to find the courage, find the strength, which all of you have inside, and bring that out and speak up when somebody is making you feel uncomfortable, or if you see somebody else making somebody else feel uncomfortable. You have a voice, you have your opinions, vocalize them.